REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates StadiumArsene Wenger signed off from the Emirates Stadium in style as Arsenal thrashed Burnley 5-0 to guarantee a sixth-place finish in this season's Premier League. In Wenger's final home match as Arsenal boss, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang bookended the scoring, with Alexandre Lacazette, Kolasinac and Alex Iwobi also finding the back of the net. The win means the Clarets can no longer overtake the Gunners, but any lingering hopes of Wenger's side overtaking fifth-spotted Chelsea were extinguished by the Blues' 1-0 victory over Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 5-0 Burnley, and that's all folks. Arsene Wenger signs off in style. His final game at the Emirates as Arsenal manager ends 5-0. The Gunners were too strong for a side who could have easily spoilt Wenger's final home game in charge, with his tenure as Arsenal manager coming to a close at the end of the campaign. Instead, they outclassed Burnley and ran out comfortable 5-0 winners as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang grabbed a brace, with Alexandre Lacazette, Kolasinac and Alex Iwobi also getting their names on the scoresheet. Arsenal 5-0 Burnley, Aubameyang 75, nobody scores 5 against Burnley? Or so I thought. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scores his second of the afternoon with a close-range finish after Hector Bellerin's cross. I think we might even see a cameo from Pierre-Emerick. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 4-0 Burnley, Iwobi 65, blimey, it must be a special day if Alex Iwobi has scored. Arsenal are sending Arsene Wenger off in style, Iwobi rifling their fourth into the roof of the net after a neat 1-2 with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. This manager might be one for the future. 63, Burnley fans chanting, "One Arsene Wenger." Arsenal fans, now applauding the Burnley fans. Well, aren't they a nice bunch? 62, corner to Burnley as Jeff Hendrick's 25-yard shot is deflected wide. It comes to nothing when the impressive Mavropanos clears. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. 60, Burnley have only conceded 3 or more goals on 3 occasions this season. Man City 3-0 away, 4-1 away, FA Cup. 4 more years for Wenger. Arsenal 3-0 Burnley, Kolasinac 58, start breaking out the champagne, folks. Arsene Wenger will sign off his final home fixture in charge of Arsenal with a well-deserved victory. Vintage Jack Wilshere burst from midfield and he lays it off to the left, where Kolasinac arrows a low shot past Pope. The Gunners are cruising. Arsenal 2-0 Burnley 45, back underway at Arsene Wenger's farewell tour. So far, so good for the Frenchman. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Twitter roundup. Giles, surprise, shrinking Violet Mesut Ozil no show today. Martin Keown was spot on. Chris Mavropanos is a beast of a player. Finally a proper Arsenal centre-back. Physically beating up Burnley's strikers. Tight man marking, stepping into those passing lanes. Reads the game really well. Drill. So apparently Lacazette and Aubameyang have scored or assisted one another every game they have played together. Both clamored for by the fans. Please Arsenal board, listen to us and try get Allegri. Enrique Arlo, Arsenal 2-0 Burnley. Alexandre Lacazette has been directly involved in 9 goals in his last 9 games in all competitions, 8 goals and 1 assist, while also scoring and assisting in the same game for the first time for Arsenal. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 2-0 Burnley, Lacazette 48. Arsenal have doubled their tally on the stroke of half-time. The 48th minute to be precise. Hector Bellerin gets to the byline and cuts the ball back for Alexandre Lacazette to neatly finish at the near post. That should kill the game and only enhance the Arsene testimonial feel around the stadium. Burnley have been pretty obliging thus far. 40 save. Mkhitaryan goes for an ambitious effort from distance that takes a significant deflection and Nick Pope just about makes the save. Arsenal in control here, but they can't afford to be too comfortable with a one-goal lead. 35 Arsenal fans give Konstantinos Mavropanos, a name I will forever copy and paste, a near-standing ovation after he clatters into Sam Vokes. They seem to like his no-nonsense attitude. 25 Wilshere and Kolasinac combine nicely down the left, but Long quickly closes Mkhitaryan down as he looks to pull the trigger. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. 23 Bad news for Sean Dyche. Ashley Barnes has been forced off with what looks like a dislocated shoulder. Don't get me wrong, I'm no medical expert, but creating a makeshift sling out of your shirt certainly signals dislocation to me. Sam Vokes replaces him. 20 Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has now scored 20 league goals in each of his last 3 seasons in the top 5 European leagues, 25 in 2015-16 and 31 in 2016-17. I've got a feeling he's going to be lethal next season. Could even make 30 goals. Arsenal 1-0 Burnley, Aubameyang 14. How's that for a mercy? Arsene, Alex Iwobi links up with Alexandre Lacazette, who plays a ball across the 6-yard box for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to tap in from close range. Gunners look ominously on it today. 10 The atmosphere is horrific at the Emirates Stadium today. Supporters clearly want Arsene Wenger to bow with a bang. The players want the same. They've been taking the fight to Burnley, with Alex Iwobi having the first crack at goal after some good interplay between Lacazette and Mkhitaryan. Pope saves, naturally. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. 1, and we're underway in Arsene Wenger's final home match as Arsenal manager. Arsenal vs Burnley 16:25. Quick reminder of those lineups, folks. Arsenal 11, Czech, Bellerin, Chambers, Mavropanos, Kolasinac, Mkhitaryan, Wilshere, Xhaka, Iwobi, Lacazette, Aubameyang. Bench: Ospina, Mertesacker, Mustafi, Monreal, Maitland-Niles, Ramsey, Welbeck. Burnley 11, Pope, Loden, Tarkowski, Long, Ward, Lennon, Cork, Westwood, Gudmundsson, Hendrick, Barnes. Bench: Heaton, Taylor, Bardsley, Nkudu, Marnie, Wells, Vokes. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Anger, 1620, you know it's proper anger with the exclamation mark I've used. Having taken a beating for his display in Madrid on Thursday, there's no sign of Mesut Ozil in today's squad and people aren't happy. The Gunners say he's got a back injury, however there was no sign of a problem when he left the Wanda Metropolitano. The thoughts of our reporter Uche Amako on the situation, for Mesut Ozil to not make himself available on this day, for the man he supposedly holds in such high regard, is shameful. Hopefully the manager is far stronger with him next season. But if a £40 million bid came in for him, Arsenal would be silly not to take it. Arsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Arsene Wenger 1605. This is like a monologue in a romantic comedy. Arsene Wenger, I tried to commit completely, for so many years, to make people happy, and I wish just that people who love this club will be happy in the future and get what they really want and love. I've met people for whom I am the only Arsenal manager they have known, so now this is a good opportunity for the club to have new people and new ideas to continue to move the club forward, which is what I've tried to do my whole life. Tributes. 1600. Arsenal's tributes to outgoing manager Arsene Wenger are well underway. A temporary banner on the approach to the Emirates Stadium thanked the Frenchman for his service, as well as showing all of the silverware delivered throughout his reign. A large banner reading, Merci Arsene, adorned the outside of the stadium, while all matchday staff were sporting the same free t-shirts given to all supporters inside the stadium. The official matchday program is a tribute to Wenger, while the Frenchman is also subject of an additional magazine chronicling his years in charge. Arsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Team news, Arsenal 15:45, and Arsene Wenger's last team selection at the Emirates as Arsenal manager. I've got a feeling I'll be writing that a fair few times today. The Frenchman has made 7 changes to the team which lost to Atletico Madrid in the Europa League semi-final second leg on Thursday. Callum Chambers replaces the injured Laurent Koscielny, while 20-year-old defender Konstantinos Mavropanos comes in for Shkodran Mustafi. Petr Cech replaces David Ospina between the sticks. Further up the pitch, Henrikh Mkhitaryan comes in for Aaron Ramsey. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang starts ahead of Mesut Ozil, and Alex Iwobi replaces Danny Welbeck. Team news, Burnley 15:40, nice and simple. Sean Dyche makes one change from the side that drew 0-0 with Brighton last time out. Striker Chris Wood hasn't been able to recover from a badly cut foot, and Jeff Hendrick is chosen to replace him. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal vs Burnley 15:30, and here are the lineups, folks. Arsenal 11, Cech, Bellerin, Chambers, Mavropanos, Kolasinac, Mkhitaryan, Wilshere, Xhaka, Iwobi, Lacazette, Aubameyang. Bench, Ospina, Mertesacker, Mustafi, Monreal, Maitland-Niles, Ramsey, Welbeck. Burnley 11, Pope, Loden, Tarkowski, Long, Ward, Lennon, Cork, Westwood, Goodmanson, Hendrick, Barnes. Bench, Heaton, Taylor, Bardsley, Nkudu, Marnie, Wells, Vokes. REUTERSArsenal vs Burnley, Premier League latest score, news and updates from the Emirates Stadium. Have your say 15:28. If you want to vent your frustrations, or discuss any issues in the world of football, within reason, then get in touch. You can either comment at the bottom of the page or contact me via Twitter using the hashtag afternoon 1525. Welcome to our live coverage of the Premier League. Everybody got their tissues ready. Arsene Wenger will wave goodbye to the Emirates Stadium today. The Frenchman, 68, announced last month he will step down as Gunners' boss at the end of the season after nearly 22 years in charge. Will the players send him out with a bang? Let's find out. Arsenal vs Burnley. Arsenal will be without captain Laurent Koscielny for Arsene Wenger's final home game as manager. Koscielny suffered a serious Achilles injury in Thursday's Europa League defeat to Atletico Madrid and looks set to miss the World Cup with France. Mohamed El-Neni, ankle, and Santi Cazorla, Achilles, are also sidelined, but Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang can return, having been cup-tied in Europe. Enemy and Scott Arfield are both missing for Burnley. Clarets skipper Shin has not played since the end of March, and Arfield, who is Rangers bound at the end of the season, has a calf complaint. Steven Defour and Robbie Brady have longer-term knee injuries but are making progress. Last season, Arsenal 2 Burnley 1, Burnley 0 Arsenal 1 last 5 league matches, Arsenal WWL, Burnley WWL DDTOP scorers, all competitions, Alexandre Lacazette, Arsenal, 16, Chris Wood, Burnley, 11 referee, Andre Mariner, West Midlands.